fucking rain.
Coming through. Stormtrooper Captain Hiyoko has arrived.
You invited us here, and we have come. We want to talk.
His Royal Highness the King. Hello, I am the King. You rotten royal rapscallion! Your silly fanfare and informal greeting won't help you now. The King asked, why do you look so angry? The King is scared. The King does not understand. The King does not understand. The King does not understand and thinks he might cry.
Your Majesty, we didn't come here to make you cry. Please, listen to what we have to say.
You won't get anywhere talking to him, Nageki. He belongs in a mental institution. He hasn't listened to anything we said so far anyway. Come on, let's beat him up already.
Mr. Sucker, please! Nageki glares at me. I guess he's right. Our opponent is the undead lord of a dead kingdom. Maybe if we talk for a bit, we'll find out something useful. Who are you?
The King is the King.
I know that. And it's not what I'm asking. The migrant said that this is a place where the souls of the dead wash up. The souls of the dead who have gone astray, that is. He said that this false star grows by attracting those souls with its light. Were you the one who created this star? If you did, why? Why do you try to trap more people here?
Because it is safe here. Safe? This place is fake. It's a sham. This place is the danger.
I don't think the King is evil.
Sometimes he doesn't seem like anything but evil.
No, the King just thinks a little differently than we do. He's doing all this because he thinks he's helping people. Isn't that right?
Of course. The King always acts with the good of his people at heart. His idea of what's good is too far away from ours, Nageki.
That may be true, but I still want to figure out his motives. It's not very likely, but if we can persuade him without using force, we should. Tell me, Your Majesty, where did you come from? Oh boy. Oh boy. I am not going to do the King's voice all the way through this. No way, Jose. It was already dark out when I awoke. What time is it? It must be past 6. I feel like I had a report due today. Which one was it? Classics? Or maybe German Lit? Whatever. I gave up on both of them ages ago. I don't want to go out. Where did I go wrong? Was it when I took the gap year? Or when I settled for a safety school? No. It must have been a long time before that. The days go by and I do nothing. I wrap myself up in blankets and never go outside. I hate myself and night is here. I sleep until morning, sleep until noon, doze through the evening and wake up at night. At first I would write every day. Not quite a journal, and not quite poetry, but writing. I didn't hate writing, but one day even that was too much trouble. My life was always boring. I never had friends. Nothing good ever happened to me. Whenever I would go outside, everybody else would sneer and laugh at me. The world turned its thorny, unkind back on me. I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm trash. I've never really taken care of myself. I'd be useless at work if I had a job. I have no redeeming qualities. I think I would be better off dead. My bed is a cocoon protecting me. I want to go back to the shell I hatched from. I want to go back to when I was a yolk floating around in the egg, so I couldn't rot and die before I hatch. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. I can't take this anymore. Why do I have to live and study and work? Why do I have to deal with other people? Working hard has never gotten me anything. Birds had it so much better decades ago. They were born, ate, flew, slept, and never had to think about any of this. I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. But I don't have the courage. I don't like pain. I don't want to suffer. Someone help me. And just when it was the most painful, when I had sunk so deep into my depression that I could sink no further, the gods heard my wish and granted it. A friend. My only friend. I was useless to myself and everyone else, but the gods still showed kindness to me. Your plumage is so nice. It's bright and cheerful, unlike mine. And it wasn't just our coloration. He was my opposite in every way. He was earnest and smart. He didn't mumble when he talked. But despite all that, he understood me more than anyone else in the world.
It must be hard for you. I know how it feels. It's painful. It's not your fault. Society is always telling us to do this, do that. It's like we're held at gunpoint. I hate it all too. Just like you. Right?
He alone understood me, and I alone understood him. We were alone, the two of us, in the world. The time we had together was the warmest and sweetest of my life. If only it would go on forever. And one day he said to me,
"Let's make it go on forever. Come on, let's die together. It won't be scary if we're together." Are you serious? Of course I am. I've never lied to you, have I?
He was kind to me right until the end. One night he came home with a bag full of medicine. Medicine to wash us away without pain forever.
"Let's go somewhere far away. Somewhere where we're completely alone. Just the two of us. Where no one can bother us and no one will find us."
We left on our final journey and we took the medicine.
I'm getting tired. I feel so peaceful holding your wing like this. We should have done this a long time ago.
My pulse and breathing are dropping steadily. We're almost to the end.
Yes, just us at the end of the world. Time to say goodbye to this awful world together. I guess you're right. I was thinking it was about time I said goodbye to you.
He softly stands up. His warm wing leaves mine. He steps calmly away. He reaches into my bag. He takes out the key to room 701, my wallet, my ID.
What?
I reach out. I can't move.
Goodbye. This is as far as I take you. But you said you'd leave this awful world behind with me. Yes, what an awful world it is. But I still have things I need to do in it. No, I don't want to die. I don't. It's too late for that now. How many times have you told me you want to die? You never really wanted to die, but you had to. People like you are just a bother, hanging around complaining and getting in the way. What an awful world. It wasn't my fault. Why do you have to kill me? Come on, please, this isn't right. You're right, I never really did want to die. It wasn't me, it was society did this to me. It wasn't me, it was everyone around me. Society, you say? Help me, please, call an ambulance. Come on, please. They won't come. This is the end of the world, and it belongs to you and me alone. I don't want to die. I'm scared. Why are you doing this to me? You wished for death, and I helped you to it. That's all there is to say. Please try not to throw up. It will just hurt you more.
Someone, help me. The King's Picture Book. Once there was a poor little quail. One day the quail was tricked by a bad bird and killed. The quail was put onto the train through the night sky along with all the other birds who had died. Where is the train going? There must be a terrible place at the end of the line. The quail was so scared and so afraid it thought its little heart would burst. But the train stopped for a little while. Apparently even galactic trains have to wait for signals. The quail was too scared to stay on the train, so it jumped off. There was a dark, dark room there. There was nothing in it but a chair and a little candle. There was no one else there. The quail sat on the chair and cried. Why did this happen? It was betrayed by its friend and forced onto a strange train. What would happen next? The quail thought and made a station. Maybe if there's a station, someone will come by to play. The quail made a station and lit the candle and waited. Time passed. Birds came. The dark room became a beautiful kingdom. The candle became a great lighthouse. The chair became a royal throne. And the quail became the king. Those who came to the kingdom became one with the king. The king is all, and all are the king. No one is hurt, and no one has any sad thoughts. The birds of the holiday star lived happily. Happily ever after. How nice. How very nice.
Happiness is here. Happiness and nothing else. The king thought if everyone is one, none will be afraid. So little by little the king absorbed everyone in the holiday star. And now we are one.
I don't feel like I understand you at all, even after that huge monologue. He's lonely, so he wants friends. But he doesn't want his friends to quarrel, so he absorbs them all. You're quite a storyteller, Your Highness, to use a few hundred lines to express what I just did in 3. In other words, this whole place is basically a cult of loneliness and crazy peer pressure.
What's good about having everyone together, Mr. King? No one gets to play their own part. If Okasan were here, he'd say something like, everyone is different and everyone is good, Mr. King. And then he'd slap you.
Even now that you're the king, you're still just a small frightened quail. You ran and hid in your shell and now you're safe in your own private kingdom. I suppose you are right. If everyone is one, no one gets hurt. But there's no one on this fake star but you, Your Majesty. As long as you stay here, you'll be alone.
The king said it's not the king's fault. The king was not the only one who wished for this. All who came here accepted it gladly. Even the ones like you who are angry at first. In 2 days you will be the king's best friends. You are the ones who are wrong. It is you who are wrong. You're not right. The king, and that king, and this king, and all these kings are so happy. But you want to hurt the king, and this king, and that king. Everyone has to be good on this star. If we are not one, then someone will surely hurt someone else. The king said, let us become happy together.
I've rechecked everywhere I went, but I haven't seen any other doors. It's one hallway from start to finish. Looks like this path must be hidden too well for the naked eye to see. The last room should be where I'll find Professor Nanaki. Or, wait, didn't Hiyoko say he was Hitori ne Nemo in this world? Anyway, there should be a quail here somewhere, but he's been singled out for poor treatment. Did you really have to hide him away like this, Your Majesty? Huh? A voice echoes faintly in the dark corridor. One of the king's underlings? I don't see it anywhere.
JP, do you read? Saki, you?
Leone!
I can't stay connected for very long. Listen up. The teacher here, Nanaki Kazuaki, is starting to show abnormal brain activity. He's probably fallen into a coma.
I'm trying to find him right now, but it looks like the man behind all this has hidden him somewhere.
I thought as much. Nanaki's brain activity is dropping. He may not be able to regain consciousness.
Meaning he alone is proceeding more rapidly into the disconnect of mind and body.
Unfortunately. I'm going to administer psychotropics to you and Nanaki in 60 seconds. In small amounts. It would look brilliant if you failed the mission because I overdosed you.
So my job is to concentrate and find me off Professor while the high lasts.
Exactly. You should have about 2 minutes. Good luck.
Leone fades away like a puff of smoke. This isn't the first solo search and rescue I've had to do, but all the same, it's reassuring to see that unshakable Cockatiel's face even for just a minute. It's almost time. If the planisphere was right, the path down to the last star should be between Sakia and Ryota's rooms. That magnificent artist did get rid of the clouds for us. It would be a waste if we didn't let any of the nice moonlight in here. The boost should last 2 minutes. At least the area is pretty small. Let's hope that king can't beat me at my own game. So the officers are just as willing to use illegal substances as the ground operatives? I can't believe it. There's something very wrong with the Dove Party.
We are like cogwheels. We serve as parts of a machine far larger and more important than ourselves. You should know it as well as I do.
Humph! Unfortunately, I cannot even begin to comprehend such grovelling ideas. I'm not here for the system system is here for me. Anyway, I administered the amount you said to your underling and the quail there.
Thanks. And now all we can do is brightly and massively prevent the victims' bodies from losing too much heat. Wait to see how everything turns out.
The drugs acting on my physical body are having more of an effect on my dream consciousness than I had expected. Every sensation deepens and expands. If only I could enter this state at will. I could see a crack in the wall. I hadn't noticed it before, but light is seeping through. That must be the light from a bird's soul like the migrant was talking about. The wall should be fragile here. This is just like Sakia's tea party. Break it open and be on my way.
We can't let you do that, traveller. You were not even invited here. Please stop doing such terrible things.
Well, hello there, yokels. What's with the long faces? I'm just here to pick up a friend. He's gotten stuck in here by mistake, you see. I'm not going to do anything to hurt you. Mind letting me by?
Why do you do such terrible things? You must not open this until everyone is won.
No room for negotiation, then? I was hoping this would go more smoothly, but... oh well. If you don't move, I'm going to make you.
That's mean! The king is scared of birds like you. The king asked, "Are you trying to break another egg?"
The citizens, who appeared to have morphed into the king, addressed me accusingly.
What a mean thing to do. You break eggs and you think nothing of it. So many eggs. I wonder what the children inside were like. Those lives that couldn't live. Poor, poor eggs. Don't you feel sorry for them? The king knows. The king knows that long ago you broke an egg out of your own selfishness.
And so this is how the king fights back. I don't know how he figured out my secret, but in any case, it's a very precise attack. The king himself is on his throne. The citizens should just be small parts of the whole, but maybe they share his consciousness and abilities. This is my job. I'm here to rescue everyone from the school. You've trapped one inside this wall, so I'm breaking this wall. Any questions?
That poor chick who can never hatch.
Please, try not to get distracted. My past has nothing to do with the fact that you're in my way.
You poor, poor bird. The king thought you should not have to suffer any more.
Suddenly the king is carrying eggs and dropping them at my feet. Before I know it, there's nowhere left to stand but on the broken eggs.
The king said, "The king can lift the burden from your shoulders. The king can take away your pain. So come, become one with the king."
How much does he know? He's aware of the guilt I've carried with me ever since I broke my brother's egg. Anyway, but he seems to have misunderstood. Thanks, but no thanks. You're asking me to hand my guilt over to some complete stranger? Please, tell me you're joking.
The king said, "Do you like pain?" The king does not understand.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. I don't think you ever will. Like you said, I dirtied my hands with a crime and I can never take it back. A life lost will never return. The past does not change. The least I can do is remember. I will always carry this with me. This pain is mine, and you can't have it.
You know well what it means to suffer. But if you break the king's egg, you will only suffer more.
Suffering, indeed. I don't think you'll understand. This pain is part of me. Your egg is already rotten. Isn't it a little much for you to ask me to accept your sympathy? The king's shadow disappears like morning fog in the sun. I can see the stairway to the bottom of the maze. A friendly and considerate man. I imagine an eternity spent with him would be full of happy days. My sentimentality is dying down in contrast with the high from the drugs in my bloodstream. Picture book. You lied to me. Whoa. Okay. So I suppose I better get back to it. I didn't go over the king's story initially because I wanted to wait for this. What's going on with my telly? It's not coming on. What's wrong with my telly? Hold on.